softer because the melody is behind us.
Correct. So low brass, I want you to bring it out, and woodwinds fall just under the low brass. Let's try it one more time. 1, 2, 1. Good. Low brass, can I hear that melody? 1, 2, 1. Good. Let's see if we can put some shape into it. Let's just try adding some shape to it. We'll see what you guys can do. 1, 2, 1. How'd that sound, everybody? Did that sound better than before? Yes? So energetic for 8 a.m. on that day. All right. Let's add everybody else and make sure that we're doing nice, crisp articulations. And when you have the 8 notes, you can cue into the horns and the saxes to keep a steady beat. Okay? D with pickups. 1, 2, 1. Horns, can I hear you at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 after D? The pickups to the accented half note on. 1, 2, 1. Good. I thought I heard something funny there, but it got fixed. So good. Let's add on flute, oboe, clarinet, sax, and snare. And during those triplets, the horns are going to be your metronome. At same place. The accented half note after D. Pick us into the next side. Everybody see that? Do you see it percussion? Okay. 1, 2, 1. For those triplets, just to make sure they're clean. Same place. 1, 2, 1. Good. Let's add everybody back to that doesn't have the melody. So everybody but low brass. Same place. 1, 2, 1. Good. Let's add on to that low brass melody and let's add some shapes like we did the first time, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 1. Good. Low brass, can I hear that melody, the second section of the melody? Let me find the right one for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pickups to 9 after D. 1, 2, 1. You finished? Yeah. All right, good. So, Maura, I'll just say, like, we're at 7.5 minutes on the camera right now, and I generally expect most of you to take 10 minutes to get through everything, but Maura was very efficient, and she got through pretty much everything I would have covered in 7.5 minutes. So, but generally it takes younger teachers longer, so that's why I allow. If I were rehearsing it, it would take probably 5 minutes. But I've done this a lot, you know, so I expect you to take longer. But Maura, well done. All right, so how'd it go?
Pretty good.
Anything you would do differently?
Probably not.
Okay.
Off the top of my head, at least.
Yes, you did very well. There were some things. I want you to watch the video, and I'll read more closely on your reflection for what you think now after you watch the video. Okay, ensemble.
I thought that not only did you know like everything you wanted to do, but the transitions between things were very smooth. So it didn't seem very like, hey, we're gonna do this. Okay, we're gonna do this. It was just, hey, we're gonna do this, and that somehow ties into this, and that's how it was gonna work. So it was very clear and worked well too.
Anyone else?
When you go into the macro, make sure that there's still an ictus on each beat. You're kind of going this.
I like how you wanted us to give us some shape, but with younger students, with that kind of ambiguity, be like, what do you mean? So I would, like, oh, you know, go with kind of the topography of the line, that kind of thing.
Then you may have to tell them what topography means. But yes, he's absolutely right. I mean, if you say, just give it some shape, they'll do it because they're good musicians. You'll have like a good musician. And then the rest will be like, I'm here for the social aspect. I have no idea what you're talking about. So you'll have to give them a little bit. And you can even say, we're gonna try it at this spot. I'm gonna conduct the shape that I'd like to see. Let's see if you can catch it. You know, something like that. Make the game. Somebody else had their hand up in the front.
Oh, please, someone else.
Oh, sorry, Nikki. I stole your thunder. It wasn't on purpose. Anyone else?
I really liked how like you just got up there and it was like we were doing stuff in the game and like you were going really fast, but it didn't feel like it's too fast. Like you had to just really, really good energy.
Anyone else? I have two things. One, you mostly did this really well, saying, I'd like to hear so-and-so and so-and-so at this spot. The reason is X. You did that pretty well, but there was one time where you said, can I hear the horns at this one spot, 8 after whatever, and you didn't tell them why. So if I'm in an ensemble, I'm like, why are we doing this? So I usually like to know, and I like to tell them. So you can even just say, I thought I heard something strange, so I just want to hear you guys by yourself, so that they know, okay, that's what we're working on. Or you could say, I just want to check our style here. And usually that will make them think, ooh, style, so I should pay attention to that. And then they might fix whatever it is that you want them to fix on their own. So that's one thing. Is it along those lines?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Is it bad that, because she said that after they played, she was like, I listened, I thought I heard something funny. Is it that you wanted it before? Is that what you meant?
Yeah, you did tell them after, but sometimes if it sets up an expectation for them for what they're supposed to be listening for or focusing on, or, I mean, just say, I thought I heard something funny. And they wouldn't have, in that instance, done anything differently except play what they played. But that way they know it's not like a fishing expedition. They're not trying to guess why they're playing. Like, did we play, was it our style? Were we playing out of tune? That way they just know. Yeah. The other thing, oh shoot, I forgot. Give me a second. Oh, yes. Everyone, look at your score. Turn to the beginning of the movement. So we have
trail, bop, 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 beep, bop, 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 bop. And then what happens? What is that thing that happens in the brass? A what? No. Well, no, we have an introduction. Then what happens? The brass all plays, bum, 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 bum. What is that? Brass choir? Good. What else? Is it like just an accompanimental line? It's what? It's a theme. Ba, da, 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 da. It's a melody, right? Then we get to con larghezza, which means with breath. Thank you, Angela. With breath. Ba, da, da. What is that? Theme 2, right? Then look at letter D. Simultaneous presentation of 2 themes, that crafty Holst. So, I would personally, respectfully refute your woodwinds. You are accompaniment on B. I think you want to be able to hear both things equally. Sometimes at the top of the line, the low brass, that will come out of the texture. And sometimes when the woodwinds have that will come out of the texture, and then that will come out of the texture because the accent and the register that it's in. So you should be hearing both things. Does that make sense, everyone? And I think you said something like...
I told him to be a little bit under the low brass.
Right.
Because I didn't think the low brass was projecting enough to balance it.
The way you said, I don't remember exactly what you said, but it made it seem like they were accompaniment and the low brass were melody. So just, I mean, I know what you're saying. So just make sure you say, you're both melody, but right now I can't hear the low brass. I mean, I'm being very, very picky. But I also wanted to take a moment to do a little score study analysis with the class and see how everyone was feeling about those simultaneous presentation of both themes. Okay, anybody else? Comments for Maura? Maura, anything?